back to another video. Today's video is going to be on the San Diego Comic-Con 2018 exclusive Mattel DC Universe Aquaman Between Two Worlds exclusive. Yes, it sounded like a long title, but that's pretty much what this is. So if you guys aren't familiar with this figure, then you're certainly not alone, because up until a few weeks ago, I had absolutely no idea what this figure was, didn't even know it existed. But like I previously mentioned, this was a Comic-Con exclusive back in 2018 when Mattel still had the DC Multiverse, or the DC license in general, and they came out with the 3-pack. So the 3-pack consisted of Orm and Black Manta, which I do not have, but also this Aquaman. The reason being why I have just the Aquaman is because I didn't care about the other two characters. I just specifically wanted Aquaman himself. As of lately, you guys probably have noticed a trend on my channel. I've been all in on the kind of the DC side of things. I'm taking a little bit of step back from the Marvel, and kind of, showing a little bit more love to DC, which is cool because, I definitely feel for a lot of collectors, DC really doesn't get the credit that they deserve. Marvel has pretty much been running things over the past decade, if not longer, you know what I mean? So it's cool to kind of take a step back and really just kind of enjoy the, the different kind of superheroes that we have as comic book fans. So I'm really into the more like the 6-inch scale kind of line. So that's why I don't really do any type of McFarlane DC multiverse. For me, this is going to sound very hypocritical, but I don't know, their articulation scheme and things like that, it's just wonky to me. I don't like it, so I mainly stick to, the older style stuff, and I'm very particular when it comes to that. If I can't custom something, then I'm going to try to find something similar, something I can work with it. So this here is the classic version of Aquaman. I have never seen this ever online, and funny enough, the only way that I even found this was, I think I just happened to look up like a YouTube video or something like that. And it was just this like smaller YouTube channel that did a review, and I happened to click on it and I was like, whoa, like I've never seen this Aquaman with this style body. If you guys are familiar with the Mattel DC Multiverse line, this body mold is very similar to like a Kyle Rayner. I believe maybe like the John Stewart body. I believe maybe even like Batman Beyond. They might not have the exact same similarities, but the proportions and things like that, they start to kind of share a similar mold. So that's when I say when you kind of get this type of body mold. But the thing that really stuck out to me the most is just how good the figure looked. I mean, for a Mattel DC Multiverse figure, this was pretty damn good. You know what I mean? This is a classic version of Aquaman, something that, as of lately, we haven't really been getting much of, Yeah, look at that head sculpt, looks really, really nice. And then the scan, the body. Unfortunately, these scales are not, they're not actually like texture. It's just kind of painted, but it's still pretty cool. Get that nice belt. And then I love the leg scheme. These are, the newer style legs, so they're not, and I say newer for the time. So they're not the old school style, which I absolutely hated with a passion. I can't stand those type of legs. And that's the only reason why I don't get the older multiverse figures, is just because I hate that leg scheme. Whoever came up with that idea is just like, what were we, like, nobody else had a better idea, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, this is super cool. He comes with a couple different accessories, but really not much. It's pretty bare bones. The meat and potatoes of this 3-pack was, of course, the other figures that come with it, but he does come with 2 swimming hands right there. Look really nice. And then, of course, he does come with 2 fist hands as well. So there you go. Pretty standard. And then, of course, he does come with the 2 gripping hands. He does not come with a trident. Unfortunately, that's a super huge missed opportunity, I would say. It's kind of silly that they gave him open grabby hands for nothing to grab. But I'm sure, like, you could probably find like a trident from another figure and use that. One thing that I will say with these hands, if you don't notice, there is no hinge. So that is one thing to note. So you won't be able to, like articulate these hands. That pretty much sucks. It's definitely something that, if you can't really give us, like a double jointed elbow, it could have give us, at least the bare bones and, the wrist articulation, something to kind of make it hinge. But, nonetheless, that's all good. And then for the neck articulation, you don't really get much of that either. It's pretty much just very slight up and down, and then pretty much absolutely no tilt, right? So for a swimmer, that kind of sucks. You're really only going to be getting like that. That's it. That's the highest it goes. If you want him to swim, you could probably do, you know, like articulate the chest, but whatever. And then for the arm articulation is pretty decent. It's you know, it's not bad. You do get a single joint elbow, but you do get a nice bicep swivel, and these feel nice. They feel smooth. There's no like ratchets or anything like that. You do get the wrist articulation, and then of course you do get a waist swivel and that ab crunch like I previously showed. For the legs, it goes out that far. You do get a nice split. That's pretty sweet. That's something that we don't even see on Legends. Then back, you pretty much don't really get any back, and then you do get the, like I said, the swivel, double jointed knees, which is sweet. And if you do notice, it is pinless, so that's pretty sweet. And then you do get the foot articulation with no, at least I don't believe there's a pivot on this, which also kind of stinks. And then there's no shin swivel. So, I mean, there's plenty of, you know, missed opportunities with this figure. I'll be honest, but I mean, I'm more for the aesthetics of it, and like aesthetically, it looks super dope. You know what I mean? This is a classic Aquaman. He looks like Aquaman. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think. He's definitely going to go good with some of the, you know, the other figures that I have. I'll do a quick size comparison so you guys can see how this figure scales. Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Alien Ranger Blue right there. I do have him next to a DC Icons Firestorm right there. So if you guys want to see how he scales, he is a little bit taller than, you know, your average 6-inch scale, but I will say that he fits pretty well in there, of course, you know, with the different heights and stuff like that, and of course different poses, you know, that height difference is going to be very meaningless. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys are looking to get this figure, I was able to find this loose on eBay. You know, a lot of sellers are selling the 3-pack, which could go anywhere from maybe $60, if not higher. So if you're looking to get this figure, I would definitely try to see if maybe someone on, you know, eBay or Mercari or something like that is maybe selling this loose. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Peace.